Hello and welcome to the Triangle Podcast, episode 19. I'm Christian.
I'm Jesus.
And no Jesse here today. He got kicked out for the day. Nah, he's already back in Wilkes-Barre where he lives, and
About to get snowed in tomorrow.
yeah, it's about to be a big snowstorm if you guys live in the Northeast. So hopefully you guys are listening to this while you're shoveling.
That's right, yo. Stay warm. Throw on some Triangle Podcasts. Get crazy.
For real.
Play some 2K.
Do what you gotta do and enjoy the comfort of your home, because you ain't stepping outside of the Northeast region.
I'm so sick though. I got a game coming up Tuesday. Supposed to go see Russell Westbrook and the Oklahoma City Thunder. Probably witness a triple-double.
I love how you don't even mention the team that they're facing.
The Nets, bum. But that's what I'm saying. He has a chance to get his 33rd triple-double. And it would just be an awesome sight to witness. As I'm sure whoever saw Big O back in the 70s got to witness that, averaging triple-double for the season. I'm pretty bummed about it if I can't go. But
well, hopefully if it does snow bad, the game gets canceled.
Yeah, and postponed.
Because that's probably your best bet at this point.
Yeah.
So
Supposed to be like snow apocalypse.
Snowpocalypse.
Snowpocalypse.
That's basically what's going to happen.
It's going to be like Tony Montana sneeze on Northeast Pennsylvania.
It's like Aaron Rodgers' dandruff before Head and Shoulders.
That's right.
Everywhere.
Troy Polamalu.
Troy Polamalu. Everybody. But, yep, so this is probably one of the latest we ever recorded on.
Yeah.
We actually recorded on a Sunday where we usually get our podcast out on Sunday. Just due to time and everything. It's school, spring break has been entwining into everybody's schedule. But, before it was me and Jesse, we did one episode by ourselves. Now it's me and you.
That's right. Let's push it out.
The shine's gone on you now.
That's right.
Because me and Jesse delivered a hell of a podcast, so you got to top that.
I spit NBA facts, though.
You going to spit NBA facts?
Yeah.
All right, well.
Jesse's just a filler.
He just filled it. I love Jesse. Jesse, I know you're listening. You will be missed. Maybe not too much, though. We'll see how it goes. Maybe you get kicked off.
You might get replaced.
You never know. All right, well, I literally just wrote a whole bunch of notes down for the week, and we're just going to talk about that and whatever else comes to mind,
That's right.
At this point of the season, it's literally the only thing we can talk about now that trade deadline's over. Now that the All-Star break is over, it's all we can talk about is the performance of the week, any controversy, any updates of highlights, or whatever the thing may be. So let's start off with what I thought was the first highlight of the week. Tyler Ellis, a buzzer beater against the Celtics.
5'9" God. Just with my man. He's another 5'9"er from coming out of Kentucky, if I'm not mistaken.
I feel like it was one of the... Yeah, I think it might be Kentucky.
It's funny, Kentucky players right now are leading the league in buzzer beaters on that Phoenix team.
Yeah.
You have Devin Booker. He just hit one last night. I know he's hit one prior to that. Brandon Knight, was it? Or was it Eric Bledsoe hit one this season? And with
I know Eric Bledsoe's Kentucky as well. Damn, that whole team really is Kentucky.
It's just Kentucky stacked up.
Mm-hmm.
It was impressive to see, just some guy who's not really big name go out and hit a big shot.
Well, the thing that was highlighted the most was Isaiah Thomas, because he's like Mr. Fourth Quarter and whatever, and he did turn the ball over.
Oh yeah,
but I mean, you can't
what
get
I'm happy
everything.
about if you watch the play again, it looks like a lot of guys when they have that much contact, they stop playing. Like they think, oh, this is an automatic foul. We're going to the line. What I always see is guys do that, and I was actually at my old school's, my old high school. Went to a district game. Actually, it was a states game. And we actually made a mistake. One of our players thought the ball was dead and ran and didn't chase the ball out, let it go out of bounds. Happened to be a turnover on us because, some players, they just think, all right, this is going to be our ball. It's simple. But nah, sometimes every live ball, if that ball's still in play, unless you hit a whistle, you got to keep going. And that's the mistake that Isaiah Thomas is going to have to live with.
Well, yeah, you just said expecting the foul call and whatnot. Random. Did you see Goran Dragic's eye?
No.
Oh, my God. I'm trying to find it. That's why I'm on my phone right now. Bro, something happened to his eye, and he wasn't able to play tonight. And
real quick, shout out to the Heat, because they are on fuego.
Man, they are. If I could, look at Goran Dragic's eye, bro.
Oh, man.
Tell me, does that not look photoshopped?
Yeah. Oh my god!
That I don't know what happened to
his
him,
eyeballs
bro.
in an abyss.
Yeah, it's.
But I saw some
God.
crazy thing like 17 out of the last 25 games or something like that.
It's been ridiculous.
Shout out
man.
to Eric Bledsoe.
Eric Spoelstra?
Eric Spoelstra got that team playing with not a big star.
Honestly,
I know Dwayne Wade's regretting. I really do.
Did you see what Deion Waiters said?
No.
He said he said one, he wants to stay with Miami, but he'll be even more interested if they could at least contact Dwayne Wade and basically
Bring him back?
attempt to get him back.
Yeah.
Because, man, Deion Waiters is proving...
He's been splashing it up. Like, he don't care. And that's what you got to do. Keep your head down, keep firing.
Well,
like,
Deion Waiters never really was bad to begin with. It was just he kind of got lost in everybody's shuffle.
We saw a little bit come out when he was teamed up with Kyrie before LeBron came back to town. And we were like, damn, this could be a good duo. Like, it could be a good backcourt just like Clay and Steph and... Lillard and McCollum. I was like, okay, I can see something happen. And then he just started like camping at other people's houses. This man, he got
trading
moved.
teams and.
Well, I know he got moved to.
He went to Thunder.
He went to OKC.
I feel like he was on another team.
On the Heat. I know he was on another team.
He was on Cavs, obviously. I'm gonna have to look this up.
Last season, I know he was on another team, and I'm just happy that now he has a home, and now I know he's going to get an extended contract.
Yeah, he's definitely making a name for himself. I want to bring up his stats too. Yeah, the headline is he's eager to stay long term, and he wants Wade back. So, I mean, obviously you want Wade back, especially for that franchise alone. Let me see if I could find out. Oh no, just Cavs, Thunder, Heat.
Oh, okay.
I felt like he. Oh man,
it was last year. We saw little sparks of Deion Waiters. In that run against OKC.
Fourth pick in the draft, man.
Yeah.
Forgot about that.
What school he came out of?
Came out of Syracuse.
Syracuse. Still, Jim Boeheim, great coach to be under. A lot of stars, like Carmelo came out of that school. And Deion Waiters, he going to turn up. I think if they add another star, this can be something real. Hassan Whiteside on the defensive side is always bringing up buckets.
Yeah, for sure.
Goran Dragic has actually turned out to be a pretty decent point guard. I thought he was on his way out.
Well, he's always been solid, and I mean, at one point,
he had the big contract.
Yeah, at one point he was looking like a damn near all-star. Now I picked up Waiters on my fantasy team, so it's easy to find him.
It's a good pickup.
Yeah, for sure. Right now he's averaging 16 points a game, but this.
I want to see what his stats is from the All-Star break.
That's what I'm saying. Not even from the All-Star break, from when he started cooking, because he didn't really start getting shine until then. Because if you see his last games, 20, 20, 24, 29. I know he had a few 30-point games. This guy has proven to be something, bro. It's been pretty good. But ironically, another young person proven to be something who I think he proved to everybody, Anthony Davis.
Oh, that's MVP, future MVP.
I just want to talk about his birthday performance, man. Put up, I think it was...
What was his 23rd birthday? 24th?
It's 23rd.
That's crazy.
Isn't that ridiculous? All right, so we have a franchise in 2K, and right now we're in 2021, and so that sounds like forever. That's only 4 years away. Thinking about it now, but so like our franchise in 2021. So everybody who's young now is kind of getting older, and then we just got Anthony Davis, and I'm like, all right, he might be a little. My man is 27 years old in 2021. Ridiculous. Meanwhile, Wade's out the league. All these people are out the league.
Dudes is elderly.
And Anthony Davis is doing his thing. On his birthday, he dropped 46 points and 21 rebounds. What the hell?
Damn. That could just show you. He could
the win.
He could do that any given night, but it can show you adding Boogie to that team can definitely take some weight off him and make him shine even better. And the same thing on Boogie's side. They can put pressure on AD and Boogie could cook up.
No way you're keeping both of those people under 20.
Yeah. Which just shows you this man is a beast at the age of 24. He's on that Kobe, LeBron. Who else was a young star? Like, just came out the league high.
Carmelo,
D Rose in the beginning.
Wade, CP3.
Being at such a young age.
That whole class. Jordan, of course.
Yeah, being such a young, somebody who's just 23 years old and putting up, I call them 2K-like numbers. Like,
bro, like Jordan came out the league at 20. He debuted at what?
The league in 20 or 21.
I want to say 21. So think about that, man. Like he just turned 23. Like he got a whole nother year to reach.
This is what it's telling you. Just go to Kentucky and you'll just throw fire.
Yeah, literally, I don't remember the last Kentucky bust.
Oh, there's some guys who are not putting up great numbers or being a big time player, but I think what was it 9 All-Stars?
Yeah, it's every year that school just pumps out talent.
Look, it's 9 out of 24 players in the All-Star game went to Kentucky.
That school is just pumping out talent.
It just shows you what's
and
going
it's still more to come, like Julius Randle, the Devin Booker's, the Tyler Ulis, like.
What was it? Julius Randle just dropped a triple-double. And Coach Cal, we understand he coached at Memphis. And you know who went to Memphis?
Oh.
D. Rose won an MVP in the league. So I was just wanted to give a big shout out to Coach Calipari because this man, he just produces
greatness.
Legends.
Now, real quick, we talked about the Pelicans, and I mentioned they got the win, but it's really looking like they're not going to make the playoffs.
Because if they lose, they get one of those top protected picks.
What you mean?
If I'm not mistaken, I know they got a pick from the Kings, and I think if they bust this season, like if they just get worse than the Kings, they get a draft pick or they get a better draft pick.
I couldn't give you all the technicalities out of that.
Because that's what they were saying. They were like, damn, they got Boogie Cousin and a potential draft pick if they do bad. So that means if they can, kind of...
Do you think Boogie's staying?
Yes.
Do you think no way he's leaving?
I just don't see where else he would jump to because I know Sacramento was offering him $209, I want to say.
But I don't think he was in it for the money to begin with.
Yeah, he was in it for the money. When somebody's putting $200 million on the table...
But, no, I'm saying, like, you want to go back to the Kings.
He's not going back to the Kings.
No, I'm not saying go back to the Kings, but thinking when he was on the Kings, even with that money, why would you want to go back? Yeah,
nobody's offering
But what if, like, Portland Trailblazers offered him a solid deal? The Lakers...
The deal that Pelicans are going to give him is $174, $175 in that range. Yeah, it's a $30 million difference, but I think that's the highest.
The only reason Kings could do that is because they had him already. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's always the home team has that advantage.
Yeah.
But I hope he stays because I really want to see that team grow together.
I would like to see something go on.
I would like to see both men win.
Bring another star. People like Lowe. Just gonna throw this out right now. Don't be surprised if Eric Bledsoe lands somewhere in the Pelicans in the next couple seasons.
I wouldn't mind CP3.
CP3 staying with they offering. I'm saying they're in the $200 million for him too with the Clippers.
Man, but that's not a team that's gonna win.
JJ Redick, he's gonna be out.
You say Spurs, right?
Yeah, Spurs. And actually, I heard some little rumbles of OKC.
Put another shooter around
Russell Westbrook and a knockdown shooter.
What Oladipo's gonna do?
Oh no, he could. I like him a lot, but he's a slasher, just like Russell Westbrook. That's why I don't think they have a good fit going on. But it's going to be interesting. I don't know if this is on your list because if the Thunder, if the Warriors drop to the second seed, the Thunder is the first team they're going to be meeting in the playoffs.
And that could dive right into the Warriors conversation. Warriors might just drop to that second seed.
Yeah, because they're struggling. Yes, they
didn't. 5 of the last 7 or 4 of the last 5 or something like that? 6?
Yeah, was it 5 of the last 7 games have been losses. This is what their problem is. When everybody's like, oh, they won 74 games. They didn't win 73 games. No, that's not 74. They didn't win 73 games. The last team last year won 73 games. And if you notice, they lost a lot. They lost a lot of size, will, and just guys who put up garbage, who just do the garbage parts of it. Taking fouls, putting guys to the ground, getting those 50-50 balls. And if Kevin Durant can't come back healthy in time, this team look like, I can see them go 6 games, 5 games with OKC, being all healthy and running their whole team down. And the Warriors are struggling at the moment. But once again, Steph Curry, 2-time MVP, he can turn it up.
Yeah, he can turn it up on any given time. I'm not getting a good feeling with this team right now at all.
It's looking spotty. And
I think Kevin Durant ruined this team.
I can't say ruined this team, but the timely injury right now sucks.
No, I'm not talking about injury. Yeah. I'm talking about in general.
That's the thing. When you got to sign, you pick 2 things. They got rid of their will guys, and what I say that is Festus, Mo, Barnes. Who else was on that? Barbosa. These are guys who are not stars, but those are the will players. There's skill players and there's will players. And that's what you kind of gave up to have. Yeah, don't get me wrong. One of the greatest skills in the game.
They traded name value for, they traded away their, as you said, will players for name value.
Yeah.
And it didn't pan out.
I'm sure they can compete with Kevin Durant. Cavs are struggling right now, but I think for some reason, I just feel like this is a slump that LeBron James is famous for.
I would love to just see a finals without Warriors and without Cavaliers. I know it's not going to happen.
LeBron James is gone. But I'm going to say this. That road to the Eastern Conference Finals and to the Finals ain't going to be easy for the Cavs.
Not as easy as it has been recently.
I can't wait to see the Cavs versus Celtics in the Eastern Conference Finals. Like, that's going to be exciting.
It might be Cavs versus Wizards. Wizards are slowly jumping up there. I mean, they just came back from like a 25-point deficit yesterday and won the game.
We definitely going to see some excitement, I can tell you that. And I'm excited to see actually some competition.
You know what, man?
Last year was terrible.
Let me tell you something. Because we always say, it's LeBron every year. Once LeBron stops competing, we might get that football field where anybody can win.
Yeah.
Because, I mean,
unless the Warriors stay together.
Yeah, that's true. But I'm saying, look at the teams besides the Warriors and Cavs that have been just on the rise. The Celtics, Hornets, Wizards, they're only getting better. Mm-hmm. They have only been getting better. Rockets only been getting better. Clippers, they're all
last year, the most exciting game besides the finals was Toronto versus the Pacers. And that was one of the most exciting games, which is pitiful because it's not supposed to, oh my gosh, this is one of the first games. It's a semifinal game. Even though that OKC and Thunder game was exciting. But that was the most exciting game I'm talking about.
OKC and Thunder? You talking about OKC and Warriors?
OKC and Warriors, my bad.
No, OKC and Spurs were great too.
I think I beat them in 6.
It was still, the Spurs were the higher ranked team, so I mean, it made for interesting basketball. Yeah.
So that was the only exciting game, and I think this season we can see even these semifinal games being pretty exciting.
I think
Rockets are splashing.
Damn near every game could be exciting. I feel like you look at the matchups now. Let's say Warriors do fall to number 2,
and have to play Oklahoma City.
Mm-hmm.
Go to Oklahoma.
That'd be interesting.
Play against that crowd. And even if they say the number 1 spot, you got to go against the Nuggets. And like I said, the Nuggets are not laying down for just anybody. Mason Plumlee and Jokic was on that team. Those guys, those are the big, huge guys with size who can beat up the Warriors. Because who we really putting out there? We gonna put on JaVale McGee? Solid 6.9 points a game. JaVale McGee.
I think due to Jokic's style of play, because he is very ball handly, I think Draymond can handle him.
I don't think so. What happened when they played him this season? He struggled. And Jokic, I think, put up almost a damn near triple-double.
I don't know the matchups this season, to be honest.
That's what I remember sending you guys the game. I'm like, bro,
Jokic didn't go off that game.
Who went off? Somebody went off.
Some random dude.
It was a big dude though. It was a powerful.
It was. Oh man, I want to say his name was. I want to say Hernan Gomez, but I know he's from the Knicks.
I know Hernan Gomez did splash it up. Yes,
but he's from the Knicks.
No, but I think it's his brother.
Is there another Hernan Gomez? Is the question? Because if there is, that was the one who went off. Because Jokic only had 18.
And that's what I'm saying. Those are the big guys.
2 Hernan Gomez.
Yeah, those are the big guys who the Warriors can struggle against. Once again, if Klay and Steph don't get their points together, because like I showed you, Draymond Green is a phenomenal defender, but when the All-Star goes out, my man's been averaging 12 points a game.
He takes 8 shots a game. It's like,
I know. And then Iggy's not playing like he was last season. Lance is not playing.
JaVale has been their best pickup for me.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So, and this dude's only putting down 6 points. Yes, he's a will guy, but that's the problem is there's no type of skill. And not putting down JaVale McGee, but you know what I mean? When you're going up against these guys who are in the West, who are very talented big men, you got to get your stuff together. Because you mess around, play Memphis, they beat them twice this season.
It looks like you don't know if you want your jacket on.
Yeah, I'm trying to take it off, Mom. Cold guy caught in the pocket.
I didn't know if you were trying to be quiet with it. It's okay.
I was trying to put it low key.
He took his jacket off if you heard some rumbling in the background. It's getting hot and heated.
But that's what I'm saying. You're going to have to play Memphis, and they have you card for some reason. You're going to have to play OKC, and you can see they build up their big guys. Ennis is back. Steven Adams has always been a big guy.
Yeah, but it hasn't been a competition yet for them.
I know. But they haven't played him with Taj Gibson in the line. I'm not saying Taj Gibson is some all-star, but he's one of those. Taj Gibson is one of the only guys in the league who's a skill will guy, who will try to get the rebound by like splitting his head open and somehow has a light touch around the rim.
Mid-range god.
So that's what I'm saying. I can see the Warriors definitely struggling, and if Kevin Durant says this is a boo-boo, that was quote by him.
Yeah.
I'm hoping it's just a boo-boo, because if not, this is gonna be a hard game.
I just want some competition, so like
that's disgusting.
I'm not I'm not a Warriors fan by any means. The thing is, I don't really care for anybody else in the West that
Right
could
now,
entertain me. Besides, I'm honestly, I've never been a Rockets fan in my life. Like I'd never even liked James Harden that much. But I'd rather see the Rockets go to the finals. I think they'll be more entertaining for me.
Yeah,
because looking at the Warriors play now, man, it's not the same. They do not play the same, because I remember their ball movement last year. I would watch and I would be amazed.
Oh yeah, and they had that in the beginning of the season. They definitely did, but right now Steph and Clay are in a slump, and they just got to get out of it. And I think when they do, they'll be back to where they are. The problem is, I'm talking about that third guy that you need to rely on who could put buckets in the hoop. Nobody's stepping up. James McAdoo,
I don't think you need a third guy when you got a reigning MVP and Klay Thompson.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like guys last season, like, yes, Harrison Barnes didn't have a great finals.
Like, they didn't have a third guy last year.
Yeah, they did. Harrison Barnes did not have a good finals. He really didn't. But during the season, he showed up. This guy...
No, he was not the third guy.
Yeah, and look at...
I would... If you would say the third guy...
And there was no third guy.
That's what I would say. I would say there was no third guy.
Their bench was... That's why their bench was the third guy.
I would say, anybody on that team could be the third guy at any time.
Mo Buckets jump in, dropping 12. In a matter of like 15 minutes, boom, he sits the bench. Barbosa comes in, drops his 9 or 8. Who else was...
Livingston was much better last year.
Yeah, I don't understand. Iguodala, another guy who was awesome last year. And for some reason, they're just, like, stuck. And if they don't get out the funk, Spurs is going to catch up. I know LaMarcus Aldridge is having that heart issue at the moment. And Kawhi's out with a concussion, I want to say.
I think he just had a sick due to concussion protocol, just in case.
Yeah. Because his man's catching drug tests after he pinned my man James Harden. You know why he got that drug test? Because, like, I've never seen somebody, first off, jack a three, splash it,
and then pin it right after, right?
Then run down the court, pin it against the backboard, and not one smile, not one crack came out of this man's face.
That's him.
And he just walked back to the locker room, yes. Mm-hmm.
That's really Kawhi Leonard. And people are sleeping like he might win an MVP.
And I promise you, he'd be closer to MVP. People remember media. They're one of the people who get to vote for the MVP. If this guy,
do they really?
Yes.
Are you positive?
Yes.
Okay.
And you know what's crazy? He's not bad for the media. You know what I mean? He doesn't like.
He's just not. Yeah,
he's just not that exciting guy like LeBron.
I honestly don't think Harden is exciting either. But what Harden got is a beard.
Yeah,
literally, that's what Harden got.
Harden has a personality. He talks. He does his
David
things.
Kardashian.
Yeah, you know, he has a personality.
He was in the sunken place.
You know, when Russell Westbrook gets a freaking rebound and dude's flexing and veined out like crazy.
His outfits are his personality. You know what I mean?
And LeBron, we all know his antics. This man will pin it against the backboard, yell crazy, and you know, media can feed off that. That's why Draymond Green got some of his votes for defensive player. If he wins defensive player of the year, off of media. I'm gonna throw that out there real quick. I'll let you. It's just a fact. When you can feed off media and the media can make stories about you, it makes you look better in the papers.
I don't know. I feel like Draymond's only reason of being in the media as of late is just his technical
stuff
foul.
That he says. And the stuff that he says.
Like what? What did he say this year?
What you talking about? This man called who's owner of the Knicks? James
Dolan.
James Dolan called him slave owner.
Yeah, that's true.
And you know, just saying some.
But everybody was talking shit on James Dolan.
Yeah, but he was getting a little crazy, and remember he does the flex the muscles right after he does something. So it's exciting. The media loves to feed off that, and if your names are in the papers more often.
Who reads the paper?
Well, you know what I mean.
The
ESPN update.
Yeah, the headliner. I definitely understand what you mean. Well, we covered the Warriors slump. Kawhi drug test, we covered that. My man had an MVP-like performance, hit a game winner as well.
And this is why I'm gonna throw out. This is why Kawhi Leonard needs more MVP votes. This is the man. This is the only guy I've seen. He's the only all-star on his team. Mm-hmm. Second best record in the NBA. I next to LeBron, the best two-way player in the game. And he doesn't when the big shot comes to,
he doesn't shy away.
He doesn't shy away. He'll take the big shot. He puts it on his belt.
Man, that's exactly. You basically took the words out of my mouth. I was just not going to go so in depth. You did that. You did that poetically. I was just going to say, the Spurs really need him right now,
yes.
And he's coming through every time they need him. People don't understand the Spurs without Kawhi Leonard would not be where they are right now. Like, you know, the years when they had Tim Duncan, when they won the finals, for example, you take away Tim Duncan from that team, you know, that was the older Tim Duncan. Yeah. They're still going to be good. If you take away Kawhi Leonard from the Spurs, I don't know if they're going to be.
That's what I'm telling you. When we look at these,
I think they'll still be good just because Popovich is a guy to pull off.
Besides Russell Westbrook, because he was the only All-Star on his team, but he just don't have the record like Kawhi. And yes, you do have Greg Popovich as your coach, which is an awesome thing to have. But when he has the potential to have the best team in the NBA, potential to win another Defensive Player of the Year, potential to win an MVP, and not crack a smile.
Has anybody ever won MVP and Defensive Player of the Year?
No, I don't think so. I know Mike won it, but I don't think he won it the same season. Maybe Elijah won. I can see.
Because I'm all for seeing history. Yeah. So if Kawhi, I would have no problem with. I mean, I've been jacking Draymond winning Defensive Player of the Year, but I would not mind at all seeing Kawhi win an MVP and Defensive Player of the Year.
And yes, James Harden, he's having a phenomenal season. I think leading the league in assists.
Leading the league in assists.
Third in points.
Damn near in points. Yeah. Third, maybe
Which
second.
Which is awesome. But once again, his team is all-star caliber team.
I don't think so. I think he's just making that team better because who was Eric Gordon last year?
Yeah, remember, he's staying a lot healthier than he has in the last couple seasons. He was always dropping double digits. It's not like he was dropping 5 and went to 20.
Yeah, but I think he's just making his team better.
And we see what Ryan Anderson did when AD was out last season. Still, he put up 20 points a game.
I understand. But besides that, what other players? Well, they just got.
I know, signing Lou Will was.
Lou Will really hasn't done too much. I mean,
Pat Bev was an All-Pro defender, so he has the team around him. Yes, the Spurs do have LaMarcus Aldridge, but he wasn't an All-Star this year.
Even though he could have been.
Yeah. And Tony Parker's agent.
They got Paul Gasol, man.
Yeah, they do.
I keep forgetting they got Paul Gasol.
An aged Paul Gasol. He ain't the same that he was on the Lakers.
But a Paul Gasol is better than no Paul Gasol.
Yeah, without a doubt.
Because that's a rim protector for you.
Oh, yeah. But, I'm just saying, what Kawhi Leonard is doing is I think is just as big as what Russell Westbrook's doing, is averaging triple-double. Because when you go out of those phases of having all-stars like Tim Duncan, this man is a top 10 greatest player of all time, and you're still producing what you did the season before and the seasons prior.
Yeah. Kawhi is really, he got the potential to be the next Spurs great. And what I already see, I mean, how long the Spurs been around, man?
What you mean?
Like their franchise?
No, old.
Are they that old?
Yeah.
They've been San Antonio Spurs for that long?
Yeah.
All right, well, to me, they just got started around 96-ish. But, I mean...
Well, as soon as Greg Popovich coached the team.
That's how I should put it.
The Coach
Kawhi Leonard is going to be another great player in the Coach Pop lineage. Because you got the David Robinsons, you got the Tony Parker, Manu Ginobili, Tim Duncan, and Kawhi's going to fit perfectly in that row of people, man. And it's another... I think he got another MVP on his hands, which is ridiculous for what Kawhi was. He was second-round pick, right? Second round, I think, I want to say 22nd, somewhere in the 20s, maybe.
And... when guys come out the league, they have what they have. They have their package already set. And to see what he's doing and developing his package and making it better. Because he wasn't the shooter he always was. He was a great defender, always a great defender. But what he's doing on the offensive side is amazing. The only thing he don't put up, I guess, is the assists. That's it. That's the only thing you can say that he doesn't do. But when you have a Tony Parker and a coach, and it's hard to get assists, to have big assists
even
on that
that's
what I'm saying. On that Popovich team, there's not one player that's going to be high in assists because their ball movement is insane.
That's what I was trying to say last year when people were saying like, "Oh, Curry's not even getting that much of assist." That's just the system he plays in. His system is pass till somebody's open.
Yeah.
But I mean, now we see that with the Cavs. I really see pass till somebody's open. And
yep.
That was my way to segue into Bogut being injured.
This man lasted
45 seconds, I think.
58 seconds. Hot Pockets cook longer
than Bogut played.
Bogut. It's did he get waived already?
Well, he's gone, bro. He's done.
Yeah, and I think they pick up Larry Sanders, if I'm not mistaken.
They're trying to.
Okay.
Now, what happened to Bogut exactly?
Bogut, broken fibula.
Yeah, fibular.
Just a freak accident. Just collided knees and just.
But who was it?
It was on the Heat, which the Heat won that game too.
Who do you collide knees
Just
with?
nobody. Just a regular guy. Freak accident. I think it definitely sucks for the Cavs. Because Bogut's supposed to be not some crazy big potential, but
he was supposed to be one of the best pickups they had all season.
Definitely. And hey, big fella, get healthy.
Get well.
Try to come back next year and get your stuff together. I would have loved to see the rivalry going back against the Warriors with Bogut. One of those Will guys I'm talking about who will he'll give you 5 fouls a game, and he'll bust you up trying to get in the paint.
Big.
Yeah, underrated passer. It definitely sucks for the Cavs, but that doesn't mean they still don't have the best roster in the NBA.
Yeah, it's crazy, right? They still got the best roster. It's just Bogut being injured because before. I mean, our last podcast alone, you were just saying how scary they are with Bogut. So now the fact that he's gone, it makes him a little less scary. J.R. Smith came back though. He's back. He dropped 3 points his first game.
He'll be lighting it up.
I'm curious to see how it'll fit with the Kyle Korver. J.R. Smith, Darren Williams, the new people that they got since J.R. Smith been gone. Hopefully J.R. Smith doesn't have to play catch up too much.
I wonder if they what did they play called? Just fire at will. Just
well, for J.R. Smith it has to be fire at will, right? Because the Cavs ball movement is no joke at all. It's really ridiculous, and I'm interested to see this whole playoffs and how it plays out. How far are the playoffs away? Do you know? What's it, maybe 20 games left in the season at most?
Maybe even less.
It might be less. It really might. But a player that is close to making the playoffs, don't think he will because we already discussed who we think is getting that 8th seed, but the Mavericks and Dirk Nowitzki.
Big.
Let's talk about it.
Big 30,000, bro.
30K.
You know what's funny? When he hit 20,000, he hit it off the Lakers too.
Did he?
Off of the player who played number, he hit it off. His 20,000 was off Lamar Odom, who's the same number as Larry Nance, which he got
7.
his 30,000. Mm-hmm. Like, just throwing that out there. It's pretty. That's pretty dope. Funny thing to see.
See, my only problem with this, I mean, congrats to Dirk and everything. All right, so a week ago, everybody, Dirk, he's Dirk Nowitzki. He hit 30,000. Dirk is the greatest power forward of all time.
definitely top 5 power forward. Can't put him in top 10.
See, me and Jesse were having this argument. I don't want to take anything away from Dirk's 30,000.
Definitely not.
Because that's a hell of an achievement in itself.
Only 6 places do it.
Yeah, but for example, Dirk or Kevin Garnett? I think I gotta pick Kevin Garnett because I'm talking about a Defense Player of the Year and MVP, as well as a champion. You know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying. Dirk. When I put Dirk into my category, he's top 20. But we're talking about 19, 20 in that area, which, once again, I can't say that he's not because he's the greatest foreign player to ever step on the court.
Oh, by far.
But, yeah, it's definitely hard to put him in that top 20.
Because people are really acting like he's
top 10. In my top 10, Kobe's not even in my top 10.
I know. I can't agree with that. I can't agree with that, but I'm not going to hold you on it.
But that's what I'm saying. You can't put Dirk in front of Kobe. Can't put him in front of Shaq for some reason, even though he has the points.
Can't put him in front of too much. I mean, I could think of 20 players better than him.
Yeah.
I really can. I think I can. I mean, I don't have the list in my head.
I think he's the best stretch four ever.
I don't know if I have him over Barkley.
I don't know. Dirk got an MVP and a title.
But Barkley came in the era where you can't win an MVP.
Yeah. Well, he got it in the 93 season, if I'm not mistaken. But, I would have to make up a list to see where I would put Dirk. But, yeah, I definitely got KG, obviously Timmy D in there.
Who else could there really be? That's the question after Barkley. Oh, I got Karl Malone above him for sure.
Oh, yeah, Karl Malone's top 10.
Without a doubt, I don't care about that ring. He's above him.
Oh, yeah.
So that's 3 right there. I would have, who did I just say? I forgot already.
Who?
The power forward I said I have Barkley. I have Barkley over him. I mean, I'd probably put him in that number 5 spot.
For what, best power forward of all time?
I'm trying to think of anybody else. Am I missing anybody?
In the best power forward of all time, I got Timmy, KG,
Karl Malone.
Karl Malone. Who's number 4? I can see battle between Dirk and and Barkley. It's either or. But remember, you still got guys like Kevin McHale, Pau Gasol's, but Dirk I think is a little better.
I got Dirk above both of those guys for sure. Yeah, no
but
doubt.
Big congrats to the big German.
Not trying to take anything away.
Yeah.
It's incredible.
Especially for a guy when he came into the league did not fit at all because there wasn't many stretch fours. There was only like Robert Horry.
And now we're getting a breed of them.
Now stretch four is like the biggest thing to have. If you have a guy who could beat you up in the paint and somehow take it out to the three.
I mean, let's just say it. Every overseas player that's big, he got the potential to be a Dirk Nowitzki.
Yeah. Look at Porzingis.
So he right there, he breeded his own kind of players. You know what I mean?
He has his own move. When you do his turnaround, step back, and throw the leg out, Dirk, that's all you yell out.
If you were a prospect out of high school, you're the next LeBron James. If you were tall, if you were a skinny kid, you're Kevin Durant. If you're overseas, you're Dirk Nowitzki.
Yeah,
and that's what it is.
And I gotta say, like, Europe is huge in basketball. People love basketball. I was listening to Dirk was on a podcast not that long ago, and he said they had German dudes waking up at 4 a.m. just to watch the finals against the Heat.
I believe it.
Like, you know what I mean? Just to watch this guy play, and they idolize him. He definitely put Europe on the map of great players. Porzingis says he watched him when he was young. What else? I was trying to get it flow through my head. I got friends who came from Poland. And they were like, "Oh, I love the NBA. I love Dirk Nowitzki," and they're Polish. Like, so he definitely
everybody overseas.
Yeah. He opened up those barriers because we did have who the big center that came out of the Lakers way back in the day. He's you know who I'm talking about.
I'm trying to think who you're talking about.
He came out of Turkey or something like that.
What era are you talking about?
In the '90s, right during Magic's days. Pekovic.
Oh man, you're gonna kill me. Hold on.
You know what I'm talking about. I'm just having so many names go through my head. He's a big time player too.
Lakers. Wow, you in 1990 he had to be there, right?
Yeah.
Let's
he
see
just joined the team, and he didn't even
keep your train of thought going.
He didn't even
Divac.
Yeah, Lottie Divac. There we go. That was stuck in my head. He didn't even put the foreign. I
kind of forget he was on that team.
Yeah,
because I just see him at the Kings,
and he was on the Showtime Lakers, one of the best team at the time in the 90s, and he wasn't as big as what Dirk is doing right now. And remember, we got to remember, Dirk is doing this on the same team through 20 seasons, came into the league, came into the
2
league.
finals.
Came into the league, definitely struggling, didn't have the mass, didn't have the size. They never said he wouldn't be quick enough. And I'm sorry, dropping 10,000, 5,000, even 3,000 points in a league that only 4,000 people have ever put a jersey on is one of the most impressive things ever. And definitely Dirk will go down in the history books
as one of the greats.
One of the greatest scorers of all time.
It's ridiculous, especially at his height, his size. The first of his kind, I would say, at least. One of the first of his kind.
Yeah.
Shout out to Dirk Nowitzki. You earned every single bucket you got, my man.
Guten Tag.
What the hell that means?
I don't know.
You just said to say it? Guten Tag? I'm going to have to look that up, bro. What if that means, like, fuck you?
I'm sorry, then.
I don't mean that. What else I got? I got only one more topic, and then if we could find anything else to talk about, I got just the performance of Russ. MVP-like performance went off, but just like what he needs to win MVP, he lost. He dropped 58, but he lost.
Caught an L. That just shows you teams got to step up.
Mm-hmm.
Got to step up. Got to start making a difference. I think Taj Gibson and Dougie McBuckets was a huge pickup. But Victor Robinson, a phenomenal defender. But, bro, if you can't... It's a mistake if he takes more than 2 dribbles.
It's a mistake if he grabs the ball on the offensive side at all.
Yeah, it's just terrible because he can't make anything happen.
Rush should scream at him, bro. You're only supposed to steal it. You're not supposed to...
Yeah, give it right back. That just shows you this offseason, they're going to be looking for a scorer, sniper. Don't be surprised J.J. Redick gets a call. I definitely don't see much movement because the Rockets have too much firepower. Warriors, even without KD, I think is a little too much for them. Spurs, definitely too much for them.
Even Clippers. Even with Clippers being as stale as they are, they're always going to be better.
Yeah. So they're definitely a
Jazz is only getting better.
But I got to give it to Russell Westbrook. You lost an MVP and a 4-time scoring champion, and you're still in the playoffs in the West. Big shout out, definitely an MVP contender. doing something we haven't seen in the past, I think, almost 40 years.
Ridiculous. He's a walking stat line, man.
Yeah, this man, he's one of the most dynamic, most exciting guys I ever see. I hope to see him on Tuesday. I'll be sick if I can't.
Well, even if you can't, hopefully the game is delayed. I hope so. I
Well, I
wouldn't want
didn't
to see
tell you
that.
this. I'm just going to throw a story out there. And
We
people know I work at Verizon.
we got to mention the one story about the mattress.
The mattress?
You
What
know,
you talking about?
Nick-
Oh, yeah,
you
big
know,
shout out to my man Nick, good friend of mine. He works at an outlet for very fancy furniture. I don't know what the hell it is.
Down in Utah.
Down in Utah, my man had Rudy Gobert as a client, as a customer. Dude dropped like 4 stacks cash.
On some king-size beds for his guest room.
Bedroom. That's what just tell you this man's stacking. He said he was definitely excited. And I'm definitely jelly because I would love to meet Rudy Gobert. But I just had a customer. This woman was 64 years old and was the biggest Kobe fan of all time. Every password and username was Kobe Lakers something. Kobe Lakers something. She literally had a necklace, a gold necklace with the number 24, Kobe's jersey.
At 64 years old.
Yes, and she said she never watched a game of basketball until, I think she said 99, when she saw Kobe on TV. He smiled, and she said she fell in love with him ever since.
Damn.
Her background on her phone, her tablet, and her laptop she brought in to get it connected, all Kobe.
So you saying she didn't give a damn about her grandkids?
You know, she's like, I love Kobe over everything. I'm like, damn, Grandma love her some Kobe.
Just love her some Kobe.
It was pretty cool.
Well, a fun fact for you. All right,
Matter of fact, I had another customer 2 days ago. His sister's dating Dennis Schroeder.
bro, it's up to connect.
I'm
I'm trying to get my 10-day contract.
Let me get a pickup. Lance Stevenson back in the league. Big shout out. He got a 10-day contract with the Wolves again. Probably gonna lead the team in turnovers.
Probably gonna lead the team in turnovers, sex tapes, whatever.
No,
you
no.
can. Whatever you
bro.
can. All right, but while we're talking about Kobe, I just wanna. So I made a deal with my girl. Me and my girl about to hit 2 years. So
That's light work.
that's light work for you. Right? you all Mr. Wifed up, but so we made a deal like. We're gonna get I think 2. I think I said 2 dogs. She might want 3. I think that's a push. But I said if we do get 3 dogs, one's gonna be named Kobe, other one's gonna be named Black, and the other one's gonna be named Mamba.
Mamba.
And that's the only way we getting 3 dogs in the Gonzalez house.
Yeah.
So I just want to
How
throw
about
that
one
out
named
there.
Magic? That'd be pretty cool.
That look like Kobe.
No. My bad.
Nah, yeah, I mean obviously big respect to Magic, but Kobe is the reason I am a Lakers
Don't be
fan.
surprised if you see Kobe back in the Staples Center.
New
very
owner.
soon.
New owner. That's a good
There's
thing.
no new owner.
I'm sorry, new GM.
Yeah.
Rob Pelinka.
Yeah.
That's how to pronounce his name. And Kobe was at the meeting. Not the meeting, but the press conference, the presser. I heard D'Angelo Russell had the...
Oh, man.
I heard D'Angelo Russell had a little bit of a fumble earlier.
Definitely going to be on Shaq and a fool.
Yeah, as Jesus just showed me. Well, I think we covered everything,
We covered
man.
basically
It's a
everything.
quick episode just to keep you updated. I mean, episodes might be like this for the rest of the time until,
Until something crazy happens.
Well, just till maybe 2 weeks when we got to bring in our thoughts for the all teams, the MVPs, all the awards.
That all team is going to be real difficult this season. You know
For
what I
real.
mean? Because Kevin Durant, even though him being injured,
Should he make it?
that's
Should he
hard
not?
not to put him in. And you got Kawhi and LeBron definitely they have to be on it. They have to be.
Without a doubt.
Russell Westbrook has to be on it.
Now,
James Harden has to be
I
on
just
it.
don't know the format, man. I'm pretty sure it's 2 guards, 2 forwards, 1 center. I'm going to have
And
to...
AD has to be on it.
AD has to be on
Like,
it.
you know
Like,
what I
he can't-
mean?
When it depends on, like, I don't know how you include if... Because AD played power forward a lot of this year.
Then
'cause
Boogie has to be on it.
Omar Asik was even starting center when AD was didn't have
All right,
Omar
then
Asik. So it really I don't know how to consider what.
I'm just saying, I feel bad for the All-Pro consolidators, whoever make the teams. Because, damn, this season has been crazy with triple-double. It's the most triple-doubles the NBA has ever seen.
Yeah. Let's see if I can find out how it is. The 5 players with the highest point totals. So I mean obviously points voted in. So does it even matter about the size? I'm not too sure about how it works, you know what I mean? Kareem, Kobe, Tim Duncan hold the record for most with 15.
Damn.
It's
Who was
ridiculous.
this again?
Kareem, Kobe, and Tim Duncan. What an elite list of players.
Oh, yeah.
What a freaking elite list. Karl Malone and Shaq both have 14. Bob Cousy.
Bob Cousy.
All right, guys. Well, with all that said, that's what we're going to wrap up for the week. Hopefully, we can get this up tomorrow. Right now, my internet is down, and
the struggle.
And they're supposed to come, nevertheless, on Tuesday when we get hit with the snowstorm.
Hit it with the storm.
So I basically need to call them up and be like, all right, guys, I know you're not coming. They did that on purpose.
They was like, yeah, we getting that day off.
Yeah, for real, they have to. Ain't no way they traveling through the damn... They gonna look like SpongeBob in the one episode trying to deliver pizzas.
Krusty pizza.
Is the pizza for you?
We getting off topic.
Yeah,
we getting out of pocket.
I was literally about to talk about a Wombo story.
The Wombo?
Alright, quick Wombo story. If you guys are SpongeBob fans, if you're not, I'm sorry, lag off right now.
Shut it down right now.
Alright, so when I process, I have to put the size bead on the hanger. So some people, I guess, just fumbling with the size bead, they put it on backwards, and instead of an M, it's a W. And I'm like, come on, bro. I wombo, you wombo.
Wombology.
It's the study of wombology, SpongeBob.
Really, SpongeBob? But did you hear, just because I saw that Lakers thing again, you see what my man Luke Walton said?
What he said?
About the Lakers. He's like, yo, these guys are not playing like they want to be playing the NBA. They basically, like, they letting guys put up stats against them. Mm-hmm. Like, you know what I mean? Because there's some all-stars that'll come to town and see that they got a cake team and put up career numbers. Like, and that's what he's calling them. They're the career number teams. So that means they just letting stars walk all over them and having them have career nights. I think Luke Walton is definitely the best fit coach for them at the moment. And I think Magic Johnson will definitely get them back to competing again. But the Lakers need to turn their game around, and they can't just be looking to lose. I understand you could lose and get that pick. But you making fans a little discouraged. Happy Magic Johnson joined. But they definitely can't just be like the walk all over team.
The only problem I do see with the Lakers, I think our future is off the charts right now. I really see we have a super bright future. I just hope egos don't collide.
Yeah.
Brandon Ingram stepping it up right now. Because they're kids, you know what I mean? That's the problem when you have kids. Not their egos, more or less their passion, their hunger.
And that's why I think Kobe coming back to town can definitely clean that stuff up.
Yeah, literally. You remember when Kobe was injured, then he came back, and I remember there was one practice he was cussing all them out.
Press everybody.
So, yeah, I think just have one practice with Kobe. And I could see Kobe chefing him up and be like, "You're getting your ass busted by an old man. You're gonna let this
with an Achilles problem.
Yeah, you're gonna let this happen. I could get injured right now. When it, I could just see Kobe go off. That I would love to see the footage. So you know what, Kobe?
He did that to Luke Walton one practice. Luke Walton was coming in off of a crazy night, had the hangover, was feeling crazy. He went up to Luke and was like, "Yo, you want to act crazy last night? Come cover me. You gonna have to." And he said he put up like 60 on him in a practice game.
Yeah, Kobe.
So,
if that's not Kobe for you,
that's a Kobe story right there.
That's a Kobe story, and that's how we should end every podcast.
That's right. Kobe, everything.
That's how I would if it was mine, but whatever, it's a split joint. With all that being said, guys, we try to do our best to deliver, both of us. Jesse, you were missed, but we can do that without you.
I always keep it 300.
We always keep it 300. But yeah, hope you guys had a good time listening. You put down if Dirk's in your top 20, top 10, top whatever, if you guys think that highly of him. Do you guys think the Warriors are in trouble? Everything we talked about, let us know down below in the comment section. With all that being said, I'm Christian.
I'm Jesus.
And you can find us under the name AllOfTheAboveEnt on SoundCloud, YouTube, iTunes. Definitely check that out. But we're out.
Deuce.